I would be scared of a kiss.
Honestly? You'd be scared to kiss me.
I feel like you'd be pretty aggressive.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I would give like a light soft peck.
No.
I feel
like your neediness would shine.
No, I don't like to like slip a tongue. Like unless it's like called for in the moment, like there's no way I'm doing anything but a nice soft like I'm not going French kiss. Speaking of French, Paris. Speaking of Paris.
Oh, you got a slate.
I know. I wasn't thinking we were in the episode.
That was a pretty good start if we wanted to be.
We haven't even slated, Alex. Ready?
Go ahead.
Wow, great job, Sarah.
I'm honestly getting so much better by the second. We should tell everyone though, like that you thought I had herpes.
No, that's not what happened.
I just think it's so funny because I've noticed about myself that I'm kind of annoying in the way that like I can't stop myself and I hear I'm annoying, but like I can't stop.
You're not annoying.
No. Let me say why.
Okay, sorry. When you sing like non-stop back.
Wait, hold on. I didn't know my singing was coming into question here. I thought my singing was like a nice addition to my personality.
When you would just like go.
That was last week.
Yeah.
Remember
you're not annoying because people around you, like, you're annoying to people that just are never gonna like you.
I think like I just am like super enthusiastic and like I can't take no for an answer. So I really wanted to try your Rhode chapstick because number one, I want to.
Are you throwing me under the bus right now?
No, because,
right away.
No, I'm not throwing you under the bus. This is my reason of being annoying. I wanted to use your chapstick. I'm dying to get a Rhode product. Okay, I don't care if it's the cheek tint. I don't care if it's the lip gloss. I want something from Rhode.
Okay.
So I see Rhode on the bed and I'm like, Alina, I'm going to use your chapstick. I had no idea.
Throwing me under the bus.
I had no idea.
Me under the bus.
I had no idea it was going to be a no. So I'm basically already midway there. But my thing is like, it didn't matter how many times you say no. I was going to be like, but can I do this? But can I do this? But can I do this?
Yeah.
I can't just be like, oh no, I can't do that.
Well, what was really funny was you screamed from the other room. It was a courtesy ask.
It was a courtesy ask because I was almost touching my lip. Like,
yeah.
You know? And that's why I'm like, oh God, calm down, Sarah. Maybe not everyone is as dirty as you.
No, you know what it is?
What?
It was fresh.
Yeah,
I think I've only used it once.
It's like you got a new shirt. Like you're not going to hand it out for somebody else to wear yet.
Yeah. I do share older lip products.
Yeah, it's just like
it's a freshie.
I understand. I completely understand.
Oh God.
It's okay, Alina. I think it's totally fine to not want to share. I take and then I ask after.
I'm confused though, Sarah. You just learned that you were annoying like recently? This took you 40 years of life?
That's so rude.
Whoa. Alex.
No, well, none of this is going in the episode.
No, it's all in. Okay, you bring back the
None
40.
of this is going in the episode.
Yeah, let's do this whole episode, and then at the end we'll be like, let's cut it. Alex, I blacked out because you said I was 40.
Yeah, I was like, I don't even think I can continue the episode.
I'm like, what's scary? Like,
you know what? You know what?
What?
He's 30.
Are you? No, he's 26. Oh God, that
Exactly.
sucks. I'm literally sweating over here because the full 40.
I was trying to diss him.
I see,
and you wouldn't go with it.
No, but the
She's
thing.
trying to set you up. She's trying to give you an alley
Yeah,
oop.
an alley-oop.
You
And you
blocked her
didn't
pass.
take it.
I think what let me spin this back around. I think what was so shocking to me is I was like, oh yeah, he is 30. So I didn't think like, oh, that's a diss. I was like, he is. It already kind of came to mind. Alan.
30 with children.
Alan hurt me harder than
Honestly, if you didn't want to share your chapstick with Alex, that I get.
Okay.
That I totally
sandwich
get.
bag boy.
But like when you said no, I was like, whoa, she thinks I'm Alex. Like that's where my
Did we talk about the sandwich bag last week?
No, but it's in the vlog.
Yeah, true.
Oh my
Vlog that you can see on Patreon.
Yes, thank you, Alex.
Oh my God, Alex's sandwich bag. God, such a Katy Perry moment for him. Never seen it. We'll never see it
Should we
again.
talk about something on our topic list?
No, let's
They're
avoid the whole
throwing
thing.
each other under the bus, like literally, like boom, 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 boom.
You're old.
We're playing tennis.
I know. It's
three ways.
fun. Look, if you can't dish your friends, are you even friends?
Exactly. That's the point of the show.
I know. Diss each other. Giggle about it.
Be mean.
Be mean and then
But love each other at your core.
yes. But you can only be mean if you know somebody's buttons.
You can't be mean to a stranger.
No, it's horrible. It's horrible.
I don't know you. What if I make a joke about
Anything.
your mom and she's passed?
I know. The audacity. Exactly.
I know.
We should start with Game of Thrones though, because last night's episode. Oh shit! House of Dragon. Do you know that I call House of Dragon Game of Thrones?
Oh, I
Okay.
didn't notice.
Oh, you didn't? I thought that's why you were laughing at me.
because you wanted to talk about House of Dragon. As if it's any
What?
any
Yeah.
where
Your brain just died in that
it
sentence.
died. It literally powered down. As if it's of any consequence.
It's real life, and it was shot in real life.
Okay,
And we
tell
have
me your thoughts.
great episode, you guys. So first, let's start there. Great episode. I have so many things to say, and like I've spoken about this, and I wanted to highlight a portion of this episode, which is what I want to kind of bring back to our country, which is rumors. And rumors in a time when there's no social media, rumors in a time where you have to whisper secrets, and that's how people find out information. That to me is the highlight of my day. I would thrive as the Queen's whisperer. You give me a note, I will fucking circulate that shit. I will get this rumor about the bastards out to everyone in the kingdom, far and wide. No one would not hear this.
Yeah.
I was so jealous of Little Red Riding Hood walking around that town.
You know who else does rumors though?
Who?
The guy who likes feet in the other castle.
Oh, you're talking about whispers. Oh, yeah. I also would feel like I would do great under King Aemond, or King Regent, Prince the Regent, Regent of the Master, Nation, Dragon Holder, Vagar's son. I would do great with his whispers too. I think hire me either side,
Okay.
and I will get these lips up flapping.
You would be. And it was funny to watch them like bring a bunch of rumors into a room.
It was amazing. And also like that girl specifically, she's the only one wearing red in the whole city. Did you even stop to think about that for a minute? I'm like, this girl obviously is out of place.
Yeah.
She looks like
definitely
she's
took a
from...
page out of Little Red Riding Hood.
I know, right? I feel like I would stop her in the street and be like, you're obviously up to no good.
Yeah, you're telling secrets.
Exactly. I feel like
Yeah, that
the
was a
king is
good
just
call.
letting things go over his head. He's not even noticing people in red in the streets.
Yeah.
So there was that, which I thought was such a highlight. And then I also felt like it really hit home to see Alicent kind of just like peace out on the whole city.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like basically what I learned from her was you do something wrong, like get another king raised up, you should leave.
Yeah.
So make mistake, leave the city, go camping.
Yeah. Go float in the water. Did you see she saw a hawk in the sky?
I thought it was a crow.
Well,
That's so different, right? It was a crow because the crow in Game of Thrones, right? The third eye crow.
oh, was it a crow?
Well, I couldn't.
I thought she just had a hawk sighting and I was like, she's just like me.
Just go find her dog, hide the dog.
Yeah.
I loved that scene though. I was like, that's so relaxing.
Yeah.
She's having a time of her life
Yeah,
without
floating.
all of her crazy kids.
I know.
She's
Her
like-
kids are crazy.
Yeah, she's like, I can't be in charge of them anymore.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy because she looks the same age as her kids.
I know, she's so pretty. It made me want to dye my hair red. I was like, can I do that? The whole scene, I'm like,
You could.
what kind of process do I have to go through here?
A lot.
I know.
lot.
So basically that entire walk through the woods, I'm thinking like, who do I need to call? How many hours do I need to sit in this chair? And how do I get red hair?
It's more a matter of if you're, the reversal process is more lengthy. So, anyway,
What did you think?
I thought it was this season has been the biggest snooze fest I've ever seen. I thought the episode was so boring. Like, okay, the last 2 minutes were great.
The last 2 minutes?
The last 2 minutes were great. Everything else was just kind of like, okay. It just feels really dragged out and drawn out. And if I have to watch
Which one? Tell me and I'll say the name.
Uncle
Is it a boy or a girl?
Uncle Lover,
Oh, Uncle
Damon?
Damon?
Damon.
Oh, okay, so you're talking about him doing the dreams? You're over
Yeah.
the dreams.
If I have to see him hallucinate
oh, I know.
in this little tally castle one more time,
Harrenhal?
I'm out. Get out of there. You're hallucinating every hour of the day and then you're staying in there. Just leave.
That's such a good call, Lena. I would get out after my first hallucination as well. Could you imagine he's like, Matt Smith is like reading the script for the season. He's like, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm annoyed at my
He's
own
having
character.
sex with his mom.
Was he?
Yeah, in the hallucinations.
Oh, that kind of flew by me. I didn't know he was having sex with. Oh, that's right. But honestly, don't you feel like this is like kind of a page out of the book? We're all about incest in this world. Well, in history, maybe.
Yeah, there is a lot of cest going on. But I just like, I'm over seeing him hallucinate. I just want to see more dragons. There's just...
I can feel your annoyance.
It's
I
just
feel like
like-
the world kind of aligns with you.
But I'm also I'm not the target audience here, because I saw a TikTok that was like about Game of Thrones, and it was like Jon
House of Dragon?
Snow. No, Jon Snow is Aegon Targaryen, Song of Fire and Ice. And I was like, he is?
Oh, hold it. Hold it, you guys. Can I just say, side note from all of this, Alina sent a TikTok the other day. And after she sends a TikTok, she goes, spoiler, but the spoiler was on the front page of the TikTok. I didn't even have to click the TikTok to know what the spoiler. So all of House of Dragon is spoiled for me. I know the ending now because of this tweet.
Yes, and you know what the spoiler was?
No, don't tell
That they all die.
No. That wasn't the spoiler, you guys. That wasn't the spoiler. Of course they all die. This was so many years
That
ago.
was a spoiler.
Which, by the way, all
No.
of us die. Everybody
It
dies.
says,
Yeah.
it says
That's like being
who-
like 200 years ago, they all die.
No, you guys. They're dead. It was who wins the war. That's what was on the front screen.
No, there wasn't anything about a war.
Yes, it was. Alex, look it up.
I want to look it up.
Alex, do what I say.
Well,
I'm not spoiling the show for me if I
No,
don't have to.
but Alina put it was a TikTok. Oh, this was probably I talked to Corbin about it. I was like, how do I bring this up to Alina? She basically destroyed the show for me.
taking a quick break from dragon food to tell you about other food. The sponsor of today's episode, that's right, Little Spoon. As full-grown adults.
Well, kind of.
Well, some would say. Alex said that we were a 40, but that's not it. But we are full-grown adults. But let's not kid ourselves.
Let's not.
Planning, shopping, and cooking your meals every week is basically an Olympic level sport.
And we know that especially for busy parents, it's important to keep your life simple and convenient, especially at mealtimes.
Little Spoon is one way to help you do just that. Little Spoon delivers fresh, healthy meals and snacks straight to your door that your kiddo will love at every eating stage they are in.
Now, let me break this down for you, okay? Your kids don't exactly eat what you eat every single night. We just know that's not the case.
I thought the baby was just like, they didn't have teeth, so you just like kind of give them whatever you want. Let's like just figure it out.
Well, that's exactly why Little Spoon kicks butt. They have different meals for all the different stages your baby is in.
If you heard that right, the first stage is mush. Just kind of...
Yeah, you can just take food and mush it, or you can do what they call baby blends. And it's fresh, organic baby food from single ingredient to multi-texture purees that take the stress out of starting solid foods. And okay, once babies get their teeth, they move on to the next phase, which is biteables, because now babies bite, and hopefully it's on their food and not their parents.
Biteables are early finger food meals that are cut to size to promote easy self-feeding.
I wish my food was pre-cut.
Well, see, Little Spoon acts like the mom when you're too busy. And it's just one thing off your plate to know that your meals are being put in front of your baby and they're not a choking hazard. They're safe.
Thank God.
Plus, the best part is Little Spoon is delivered. It's
Where is it delivered?
It's delivered right to your door.
Oh my
I like
God.
to build suspense.
Thank God.
It's so flexible and easy and perfect for busy families everywhere.
Simplify your kids' meal times with 30% off your first order.
Go to littlespoon.com/stillfriends and enter our code STILLFRIENDS at checkout to get 30% off your first Little Spoon order.
That's littlespoon.com/stillfriends and enter code STILLFRIENDS at checkout to get 30% off your first Little Spoon order.
I don't want to know which
Side
which
wins
side
the war?
wins
Well, you
war.
know
No.
who wins?
No, we
baby.
don't.
No,
we don't. Don't
no,
explain
dragon.
it. No.
Don't say it.
No.
I don't even know what it was in the TikTok. I can't repeat it right now. Don't worry.
We're all like, it was shocking. I couldn't believe it.
Well, if it's that...
Alina's like one of those people
if
who's
it's
just like
that
firing
Rhaenyra-
off TikTok.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
fires
yeah.
off TikTok.
If it's
And I
that-
was
She need-
fucking...
If it's that Rhaenyra dies,
what?
No,
you know
wait.
she does.
No, we're not talking anything about that. Wait, did you...
I mean, I guess everybody's gonna die eventually.
Yeah,
but we
eventually
don't. We
Jon
don't
Snow
know.
is born.
Yeah, we don't need to know.
But
like,
did you know that Jon Snow is Aegon the Great? Like
yeah, that was like the whole plot of Game of Thrones. Like,
I was trying to say this to Corbin the other day. Is like, okay, so Jon Snow
That was-
is...
So you didn't... It wasn't like...
no, when we watched Game of Thrones,
We
was,
were like...
yeah,
But you didn't like... toss that in the back catalog, like to make space for House of the Dragon, so you just forgot everything that happened
No,
in
I
Game
for
of Thrones?
sure forgot everything that happened in Game
The,
of Thrones.
the only reason I remember why that Jon Snow was Aegon Targaryen in Game of Thrones was because it really didn't end up mattering at all. Like
But there's so many Aegons, right? But
Yeah.
he is like the Aegon.
I know, but like
I'm getting
like,
confused.
Him,
You guys are circling. I'm above
do you
in the
mean?
clouds. I don't know what you're even saying.
There's many Aegons.
I know the first of his name.
But there's the first of his name, Song of Fire and Ice. He's the one
That's why
that
it gets so
saves everything.
confusing.
That's Jon Snow.
Yeah.
So you didn't know that either.
No, I knew that Jon Snow, but I didn't know he was okay.
Okay, so you didn't know. You didn't know.
No, I know that Jon Snow is Targaryen. I know he's the
But
bastard
you
son.
didn't know that he was Aegon.
But I get confused on actually who is Jon Snow's parents. You know what I mean?
she's just as confused as me.
It's very confusing. It's very confusing.
It is. I don't blame you.
That's
but
why I just can't remember who his parents are because at first you're like, oh, Ned Stark's his daddy, but he's not.
Daddy.
He's daddy, Ned Stark. Remember when Ned Stark dies and we're all like, oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was really sad about that.
So back to
the
where
cave.
everything
Wait,
began.
so are you confused? Is Jon Snow's dad Ned Stark or no? What do you think?
It's not.
Yeah, it's not.
But I'm kind of, now I'm forgetting. I know he's Targaryen and I know he's also,
He's not just Targaryen. He is the Targaryen. He's the chosen one for the blade.
well, he's not the chosen one for the blade per se, because isn't that Maisie? Because she blades the guy? We're getting so circled back. I'm getting. She does. She's the killer.
Yeah. She kills like the
The head guy.
the Night King. The Night King.
Yeah.
So yeah, so then what is it?
Mm.
He's just supposed like Aegon.
Did you like did you like Game of Thrones?
I did, but I clearly like created my own reality.
That's true. But isn't that, it's kind of fun to do that. So you like
What?
Game of Thrones, but you don't like House of Dragons.
We talked this a while ago. You fully forgot the ending of Game of Thrones. Also.
Oh yeah, that was
yeah,
so
top
fun
50
for us.
episodes. I completely blacked out.
That's one of my favorite things about you, though. Is like create your own world.
yeah,
You know, if
Yeah.
you're not having fun, make it a fun ending.
yeah.
I agree.
I gotta bookend it somehow. I just didn't think I was gonna watch a prequel later.
That's true. You're right. You're right.
So did you like the episode last night?
She hated it.
I thought it was snooze fest.
But you enjoyed the dragons killing all the bastards.
No, it's fire burns. Okay, cool. That was kind of mean. Can he just pick who he wants a little less
Does he have to
aggressively?
kill everyone?
Does he have to burn them and then eat the flaming people? Doesn't that hurt?
Yeah, that's got to be a bad way to go. By fire.
Yeah. Well, no, doesn't that
Would
hurt
you be willing to risk it for the biscuit?
to do it? No,
Say-
I'd be like, come to me if you want me there.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not gonna go seeking out a dragon.
You're not.
No.
But like, say you're a bastard son or a
Okay.
bastard daughter, like that showed up. Would you go check it out if you heard that rumor? Or are you like, nah.
I'd be like, if the dragon wants me,
He'll find me.
he can fly to me.
You play hard to get.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, in this alternate reality that we're living in, why do the people have to be in front of the dragon? Why can't the they have great sense of smell, just like dogs. Why can't they go sniffing out the
Well, like
next rider?
Sea Snake did.
Exactly.
You need that scenario. Okay, but the queen needs it to happen faster. You know what I
Just
mean?
let the dragon roam, find its rider. Way less casualties.
That's true, Lena. That's true. Less people would die in your reality.
Yeah. And you want people to be your queen, but they're burning you down?
She did give him fair warning. She said,
Peace out. I'm going to go up to my gladiator tower and watch this go down.
that's true.
Yeah, couldn't even give him a fire extinguisher or
And they
anything.
didn't even let the people run out. They were like, the guards were like, no, you're going to stay. They kind of blocked in the people.
Yeah. I would have done it like near a pool. Just jump in the pool
So smart.
if he doesn't like you.
Do you think there's pools in this
there's
time period?
oceans?
There is oceans.
And there's
Might as well be
bats.
pools. You're right.
There's got to be
Might
a
as well
pool.
be a pool.
Shall we move on to
Yeah.
something that I need to get off my chest?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So, speaking of moving,
Wait.
the Olympics
Uh-huh.
are right now. I've been watching. Last week, I had some delusional moments where I said that I could do some of those things, like not like let me just be clear. I didn't ever say I could like score points the way they do. Like if I had to get by doing any of these
If
exercises,
this is life or death.
yes, and it's like you have to get up there and compete,
And you had to.
and you could just do whatever moves you got.
Whatever moves. Sorry. What would be your moves?
Well, I said that I could do the rings.
You said that you could do the male rings.
Yes.
To be fair.
I did.
You also said that shit looked easy.
Well, I said holding yourself looked easy. When I saw the moves they did up there, and you guys said, I don't even think you could get up there. To
Well-
which I will say, someone helps them up. Someone hoists them up.
That's so interesting. Like, do they really need to be picked up and put on the bars? That's kind of weird. Like, I haven't seen the action of them getting
They help
helped
them.
up.
They help them.
Like, these are Olympic level athletes. Why do they need help getting on the monkey bars?
They're high.
Why don't put a
Oh,
little
yeah, why
lower?
aren't
Like,
there
make 'em a-
stairs?
yeah,
Just make
make-
some stairs.
Like, it's kind of like an awkward thing of just like this holy man god of gymnastics being like, can I have a piggyback? Like, what? It's strange.
it is.
But I haven't seen anyone give them a little lift,
I've
but
seen the lifts.
it's awkward.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, see, I could get up there. Anyway, after watching, okay, there's a really funny tweet that I want to read because it really does sum up
The experience.
the experience. Okay. I love watching sports I have no idea about. Just said, wow, that's impressive. And then the comms went, one of their worst performances. I watched so many events this weekend. And that tweet was funny, but what was funnier was like the switch that I did from like like right when you start watching to like 10 minutes in. I'm watching it first. I'm like impressed. I'm like, wow, this is amazing, right? Then when you kind of get the hang of it and you start to like hear what they're saying about everyone, I'd be like, ooh, that landing was rough. And I'm like thinking to myself,
Can't even skip.
I can't even do a fraction of this. And I'm over here on my couch eating ice cream, being like, ooh, she hopped on that landing. Like, who am I?
I know.
Who is anyone to say anything? Also, I have a bone to pick.
Okay.
Let them hop.
No, they got to stick it. Sorry.
Like, they're literally going like 60 miles an hour
Triple double flips.
when they fly. And then they're expected to be straight legged.
I know.
They can't hop back at all.
I know. Nobody hop back.
That is insane.
It's such a good point while you start and then when you end, like how you kind of comment on it.
Yes.
Because it's true when, especially they slow it down for you. Like when you're watching in fast motion, you're like, was that 17 flips that girl just did? And then they slow it down and you're like, oh, her legs did come apart. Like, it's such a funny like reality that you live in of, you know, sitting, watching, eating bonbons, you know, like the least athletic person. And then you're like, oh, well, her toe wasn't pointed there. So it's a negative fraction of a point.
So I watched Simone on the balance beam. And
Samesies.
she is just, she's
star.
just like, we're so lucky
I know.
to get to watch someone like that compete because she just is leaps and bounds ahead of everyone else. Okay. But hold on. So I'm watching and she does the triple backflip, which no one's ever done in the history. And I'm like, wow, amazing. Right. Then this other girl shows up.
She just shows up to the Olympics.
I think she's from the Netherlands.
Oh.
I don't know.
Shouldn't even try.
I just know she was 32 and I was like, wow.
Geriatric up there, baby.
That must be rough, like competing against 16-year-olds.
It is.
She was beautiful on the balance beam. And they said, oh, unlike Simone, so-and-so, she moves very fluidly, almost like with water on the balance beam. Like Simone kind of, hits the balance beam and she is like one with the balance beam. And I'm like, okay. So I'm watching and I'm like, wow, she is pretty smooth up there. And then I'm like, she's not really doing much.
Oh, the geriatric?
Yeah.
Was she doing
I'm
a lot
like,
of these?
No, she was moving, but she's not really doing nearly as many tricks as Simone.
Okay.
And
Was
flips.
she just walking back and forth on the
She
beat?
was doing stuff. She just wasn't like
wowing you.
getting high velocity. So I was like, yeah, of course she's a little bit more fluid because she's not doing nearly as much as Simone was. And it was just funny to even hear myself dig at her in any way because what she's doing is so impressive.
Yeah.
But after watching for 10 minutes and like feeling like a commentator,
I'm so glad that you got that.
I'm like, yeah, well, she's not doing nearly as much as Simone was. So that is why she is
Fluid. She can't be fluid.
I'm like, Alina, just rewind for 10 minutes. Who am I to talk? I can't do any of this. And then onto that topic, I just kept laughing, thinking, oh my God, in what world did I think before I watched this that I could do any of this?
Did you see the uneven bars? Did you see any performances there?
I still feel a little delusional there. But the balance beam, all I kept thinking was, I had to tell Sarah, I can't walk in a straight line.
Impossible.
I'm bumping into whoever I'm walking next to.
Yes.
Those girls, they're Olympic level athletes and they're still wobbling on the balance beam. If they're still wobbling on the balance beam, in what world did I think that I could even be on the balance beam? I wobble on sidewalk.
You're very wobbly. You can barely ride a bike.
No. I can ride bikes. I just don't walk in a straight line.
Okay.
I do give unbalanced on land.
Yeah.
But in sea and in bike,
there's no way in sea you're not giving wobbly.
No. You can't be wobbly in the sea. It's a wave.
I feel though like a wave would hit your like knees and you would kind of fall.
Okay, this is not where we're
going. No.
Okay, I'm already telling you I'm unbalanced. Why did I think I could go on the balance beam? These are Olympic athletes. They are unbalanced on the balance beam.
Yep.
In what world did I think I could do anything on the balance beam?
Okay.
Do you ever think about that? Where you're like, you reflect on yourself and you're like, God, I was so delusional.
Almost every day. But I think there's this strange power that the couch gives you.
Yes.
The moment you sit on the couch, you become a different, more critical person with anything you watch on the boob tube.
That's so true.
Like, I think about it with us in fashion. It's like, I see someone walking down, I'm like, that's the ugliest fucking thing I've ever seen. Oh my God, her hair. And then I'm like, oh wow, it's like one of the prettiest people that's like ever existed. And like she's pulling off a Jean-Paul Gaultier.
Yeah.
You know? It's the same as like gymnastics or like anything on the TV. You're all of a sudden hypercritical and super aware and you're like, if they would have just seen me out there doing my cartwheels.
I've seen like, give me 3 tequila shots and some chips and I could do those moves on the floor.
Don't you feel though like
I think that we as a society we all have a little bit of that toxicity and that delusionalness where we're like, I could do it.
It's fun to be delusional.
And then you're kind of humbled, but I just kept thinking like, how did I think I could do any of these things?
Did you see like I almost said Simon again. Simone Biles talk about when she got the wobblies, like the wibblies, the twisties.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked about this last week.
Yeah, I tried to do a cartwheel the other day and I got dizzy after one.
Why?
I got dizzy after one. Because I was like, I could cartwheel, Like, let me show Waylon like how someone really cartwheels, I got the twisties after one cartwheel and then I'm watching them do the floor routine and I'm like, oh, that was like 3 backflips and 1 back handspring and like 1 cartwheel and a somersault.
How did they not
how do they
stand
see
up
straight?
and like not see Tweety Bird?
That's what exactly.
I saw Tweety Bird when I fainted once.
You fainted? Are you okay?
Yeah,
I'm scared about you fainting. I don't like fainting. It makes me very nervous.
I fainted multiple times.
Wait, you just told me it was once, and now you're telling me it was multiple times? Why are you fainting?
Yeah.
What? In recent year? In the past year? Have you
10 years.
Wait, 10 years ago you fainted?
Like within the past 10 years, I fainted.
Can you tell me the exact year?
Not right now in this moment.
I'm like really upset about that, and I'm going to be worried about you fainting in the future.
But I saw Tweety Bird when I fainted, okay? This Simone is going up in the air, flipping her brain around 9 times,
I know.
landing, and
I
then
know.
remembering her next move.
I know. And I think that's why they have to throw in so many of these. Because they're dizzy.
I actually think that they need to be gone.
Like
I think the little dance moves need to be gone.
Boom, boom. Because they're like, I can't see.
It's already so much for them to remember, and now they have to remember a dance routine after their brain has spun around 8 times.
And the moves are only moves in gymnastics. These aren't like, they aren't out there doing like a normal ass dance.
No.
Like,
They're just doing splits
and hand motions.
Yeah.
And I really thought long and hard about this because I was like, why do they do this when they start? Pow. And this when they end? Pow. And I think it's because they have to tell the judges, like, hey, I'm not starting yet. I'm up here. I'm kind of doing my lucky dance, but I'm not doing it yet. Okay? Don't judge me yet. And so once they give the judges the pop, they're saying, let's go.
Oh, and then
they do it.
Also, like,
And
I'm done.
Exactly. They're like, I did my trick. It's over.
Yeah.
And that's how the judges know where to put their points.
Yeah. Did you think that the mat looked like a uncooked puff pastry? Because
My thoughts didn't go to the mat. It didn't go to the mat at all. But it's funny because
it did.
I love that you're sitting on the couch and you're like, wow, I'm really hungry. That looks like a puff pastry. Like the logic of like where your
And like
mind goes.
there's flour on it. It's like it's totally.
There is flour on it. Okay,
Yeah.
Alina, I like that insight. I like that thought.
Yeah.
That makes me giggle, and now I'm gonna think about that when I watch.
Yes, you should.
I still think after this podcast, which we haven't done yet, is we should go hang on a bar just to see if we can hang for 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Alan?
You could. Really, Alan?
Come on, man. We were in the middle of a conversation. No way Alex can hang for 30
I'm sorry. I'm stuck in this corner back here where
I'm sorry.
every knee shift and
I'm
elbow
sorry.
move.
I wish my
It's okay.
room was
It's okay.
bigger.
It's okay.
No, that's
it's
actually
okay.
hilarious. You kind of look like a giant in like a baby's room. You know, it's like this is
Yeah.
not working.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm sorry. Continue.
Okay. Oh, can you show Sarah the other tweet? The one with the Remy's?
Honestly, Twitter is
Twitter
the
is the-
scariest place.
No, Twitter is the
it's
funniest
place, but people are also the meanest.
Yeah.
What the hell? Oh, is that? Oh no. Oh God, no. Is that a drain? Is that a pool drain? You can't show me something from 2,000 feet away.
2,000 feet.
and be like,
He's
read
sitting
this
right here.
tweet.
It's a storm.
I could read
It's
it.
a storm drain that says, "Guys, Parisian rats were watching the Gojira part of I don't know if that's how you pronounce it part of the Olympics opening," and they go, "That's the catering team."
Ratatouille.
Thank God. I was worried you were gonna have a lackluster reaction after all that.
Oh
Because
my
you don't
God.
like Ratatouille as
No,
much as I do.
It's not about that. It's more about cartoons in general. That's my beef. Okay, I like Ratatouille, and I like that you like Ratatouille,
Yeah.
and I like to say Ratatouille.
And I will say that Celine's whole performance reminded me of Ratatouille.
Wow, in what?
Because
In
it
what
was in
way?
French.
Was it?
Yeah, it
I
just
honestly only saw a
it just
clip.
felt so like Remy and his friends were like,
Dying.
pause the kitchen. We must watch Celine.
Now that makes me kind of want to watch Ratatouille because I feel like I would totally get it more.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I saw the clips that Alex sent, but obviously everyone's team Celine. Dion.
No one is. No one is. No
Anti.
No one doesn't like Celine Dion.
No one is team stiff person syndrome.
I was trying to connect my words, but it was moving slowly, and so that's why I feel like you were sensing that there was an opposite side. Do you know what I mean?
There's no opposite side.
No,
to
there's no
Celine.
opposite side to Celine.
She's
Dion.
like Princess Diana.
She is like Princess Diana. I agree 100%.
Yes.
Is she from England? No, that's I've gone too far. But she does have an accent to
I
her.
think she's French.
She's French. Celine Dion. That sounds
If
very
she can
French.
sing in French.
Well, no, I think a lot of people can know 2 languages, right?
Well,
I've heard.
yes.
I've heard those people exist.
Dion.
Alex, I felt like you were going to tell us if she was French.
She's from Montreal, so she's Canadian.
Ooh, I know the French don't like that.
French Canadian, so
but-
Montreal.
oh.
But she can speak
Okay.
French.
But like, isn't that funny that like you hear that French people like do not like French Canadians?
Yeah.
I find that to be like such a funny
Canada.
fact.
Mm.
Canada.
Yeah.
Never heard that.
Okay, so one other thing on gymnastics, I have to say, I had long nails at one point. Okay,
When?
a year ago.
Okay.
You were here. You saw them. I couldn't open a Coke can. I couldn't do anything with these nails. Every single girl on the USA team has long nails, maybe even acrylics.
I know.
How are they doing those backflips?
I don't know.
With those nails.
It's that should be in a gymnastic skill in
That
itself.
should be points.
I agree. If you're
Points.
doing it with the nails, increase the level of hardness.
You're telling me you're on uneven bars
with
with
nails?
acrylics?
No. Floor? Balance beam.
Snap back.
No way. You'd break a nail. In general,
I felt like, oh, this is just like like already proof that I couldn't do any of these things when I watch it back.
Yeah.
But then on top of that, they had nails, and
Also,
I couldn't even function with the nails, and they're out here doing triple backflips.
I know. Like on a basic human level, you're like, I gotta get these nails off. I can't exist through my day.
Yes.
And now they're doing high performance sports.
Yes.
I don't think I could do the high performance sport in a leotard either. Like I feel like
Oh my
wedgie.
God. Oh my God. I know.
Right?
And the material,
It's
metallic?
tight. It's
Metallic?
tight. It's not for me.
I need to be wearing 100% cotton.
I know. I just need to be like wearing like maybe like a really cute sports bra or like maybe like a onesie.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I could do the routine in a
Think about
leotard.
how much it itches.
No. I mean, honestly, I really don't know how like it would work with the whole wedgie situation.
No.
And like imagine having to do a sport where you have to get your like hair and makeup done too. Like that's hard.
Yeah.
Girls, we're really going through it.
I know.
Just another hard day for us. We got to do our sport and we got to look cute while doing it.
I'm very impressed. It's and also I feel
otherworldly
so bad
impressive.
for all the other sports because nothing compares to gymnastics. Nothing compares.
I watched kayaking and I was like, this is cool, but like bring gymnastics back.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
I know it's really fun to watch actually, but nothing compared to gymnastics.
Okay. The fencers, they're bunny hopping everywhere.
I know. Alex, can you pull up a video? Because I feel like fencing is the coolest thing and I need to watch more of it and I want to be a professional fencer. And should we fence each other?
I just, they kind of remind me of beekeepers.
Do you want to keep bees? No.
I don't.
I don't want to keep bees either.
But
I don't get when
that's
people wear the
what
suits and stuff. Like
It's a beekeeper suit.
people do that as a hobby. Like that's someone's hobby. Like to go get honey with a suit. Are you kidding me? I'd run away screaming. I would not be welcome back. That's like saying like, well, I was going to say I do want to cage dive with sharks. So I can't really say. That to me is like similar.
Yeah.
Like I would rather go into a cage with a shark than go into a bee's hive.
Why? Because bees can't get you in water?
No, just because I'm more afraid of bees than I am of sharks.
Okay.
What? Okay, I'm ready.
How do they get? They gotta have some springs in their shoes, right? Or
Wait,
is there a trampoline
that-
underneath them?
Is that kind of a... Oh, okay. This doesn't seem right. This kind of seems like he's trying to intimidate him with the bouncing, right?
Yeah, only one is bouncing.
Could you imagine if this is how they fought in House of Dragon?
This is how they fought.
No one jumps like that in House of Dragon.
Oh yeah,
They should, though.
Yeah, he's in a world of his own. He or she.
Show me one more time, Alex.
I think we've seen enough.
I just want to see one more time. Okay. So this is just a him thing. Not every person is doing this.
But I think there's a trampoline under there.
There's no trampoline.
No?
And did you confirm there's no springs in his shoes either?
He's got a little bit of flubber in there.
Oh my God, could you imagine?
Do you think he's like jumping like super high in this?
It feels
think
like
so.
it.
Is this just a tall person coming in and being like, oh, I
the
get that
hop.
much air when I hop?
I feel like that's like a pretty average, like
He looks like he's soaring.
Yeah.
soaring.
He
Are
looks
you?
like
He's
he
getting like
could be in the NBA.
he's getting like 6 inches off the
He's
ground.
getting such big air. It's like taking him a long time to get to the ground.
Exactly.
I'm like, whoa, that
The fact
motherfucker's
we,
in the
we
air.
can count the amount of seconds he's up and then
Yeah,
down.
so maybe the height isn't insane, but he's really like really
gliding.
Yeah. He could be in the NBA.
I don't know about
And
that.
speaking of NBA,
Yeah.
did you see LeBron crossing the Delaware River?
I feel like he stole what we did.
Yeah.
You guys.
I feel like he saw this and he was like, "This
There's
is
no way he didn't see this photo.
There's no way.
Come on.
There's
we
no
crossed
way.
first.
Also, like, why was it raining so much?
I was wondering the same thing. Was it fake rain? Do you think they put the rain there?
It seemed like they were in Niagara Falls.
It did. It did. I was
Like
like,
they
this
should have had
isn't-
ponchos.
100%. I wondered where they were. It didn't seem like they were actually in Paris.
Yeah, and the flag shouldn't be getting wet.
Think about that. They really should cover the flag. Is there rules about that? Because there's a lot of flag rules. And one of them
are.
should be try not to get it drenched.
Yeah.
Do you like LeBron?
I'm indifferent. I don't really know basketball. I only knew basketball like 10 years ago.
I know. That's when I was in my basketball era as well.
Yeah.
I'm not really there.
I'm not keeping up.
I did think it was cool that LeBron and his son were on the same team, but I don't like LeBron. Like I used to like
What
the
is
Lakers.
what is the basketball 3x3? Like
What do you mean a 3x3?
that's one of the events, basketball 3x3.
I've never heard of this event.
Me either.
I thought it was just like you play your team and they play their team and like let's see what country wins.
I kind of also feel like basketball shouldn't be in the Olympics. We have the NBA.
Why isn't football in the Olympics? If basketball's in the Olympics, why isn't football?
Why
It's much more of an international sport than football is right now. Basketball.
Alex,
What about
don't
soccer?
rain on the parade.
Soccer's
also
soccer's
in the
Olympics.
When?
Currently?
It is.
Right now?
Yeah.
But Alex, did you hear this fact? Because I was a little bit pissed off.
I can't wait to hear what this fact.
I heard.
It's probably not a fact.
Well, that's why I want to confirm if it's a fact. Fact or fiction. This is that segment. I heard that because of Copa America and the Euro Cup, that those players aren't playing in the Olympics, and it's like
No, incorrect.
Okay, so fiction.
So no, you almost got there. You almost got there.
Okay.
The Olympics is always U23. The Olympics is always U23 with the exception of 3 above 23-year-old players.
Why?
I'm not really sure what the
That's annoying as shit.
I think the reasoning is because of how much professional players have to play all the
I
time.
don't care. Get them out there. As a soccer player, once I get my rest, I'm motherfucking fine.
Yeah. As a soccer player, they're playing like 80 games a year now.
I got that. No problem.
They probably want to
They're
play
in there.
more, right?
Yeah, they're trying to play more.
No, they're not.
But
trying
they're
to play
taking
more.
the Olympics off. Why don't they just take a couple season games?
I think they've already. I think that's already been a rule for quite a while now. The U23 Olympics thing.
They don't put that on women. Why not? We're
I don't know. That's a good point. I'm not sure why there's a gender change difference there.
It's just weird to me. It's like, does this even count? If you're not playing your best players, does this even count?
I mean, sometimes their best players still do play. Like they just choose which above 23-year-old players play.
Oh, how many do they get?
3.
Oh, I missed that part that you told me.
So you
This feels like an
else
A
you
and
23
B
plus 3.
conversation that I
Wanna
need to
see
see.
your-
I
Well, the thing is,
can't even.
I knew
follow.
Alex would
I can't
know.
even- No,
So-
I know.
The Olympics team.
It's
I thought
okay.
it was just like
It's okay.
Next.
Everyone else, no, I feel bad. Everyone else has already heard it and
No.
gets it, and I just don't.
No,
So,
sometimes I feel this way too. I get you.
you know what? It's like when you just have to see your way out. It's
I
not
get
because
it.
I don't care. It's because
I don't get it.
I just don't get it.
No, I
you know?
feel you. I feel you.
And like this is like totally like you two with your soccer stuff.
But
like,
you were a soccer star.
Yeah, you really.
yeah,
you were
I'm not a star.
What?
I
Alina,
can't do
don't brag.
gymnastics.
You
What
can
are you
do
talking
it.
about?
Are you
I'm
serious?
delusional.
Pull yourself back out of the weeds. You're an amazing athlete. I've seen you
very
lift
nice.
weights.
That's very nice.
You sent me those TikToks of you.
Yeah,
in the
I
gym.
do. I send Sarah TikToks of other people who are really strong and fit doing workouts, and I'm like, oh, they leaked me this footage of me doing.
It's really funny.
all this work.
But like they're the strongest women I've ever seen, and I'm like, oh
It's
my
like
god,
insane some of the workouts these girls do, and
I
I'm
know.
like, dang.
how'd they get this footage?
How'd they get this? I'm nowhere near that. But I live in a delusional I live in a delusional world at times, and sometimes I'm back to reality, and right now I'm in reality. I am not any of those things, and that's okay.
But don't you think it's a bit like? Don't you? I feel
It's better to be delusional.
it's have some delusion, like live in some delusion. I asked my mom that this morning because I was like,
You did.
I did because. You know when you're
Like,
a kid?
I'm about to go see the most delusional person I've ever met.
Exactly. No, I was talking about like when you have a kid, like you have to watch them struggle, right? And I said like, you know, when I like tried out for club teams, like you had that like some sense of delusion of thinking like I'm good enough for this team. You kind of have to have that like exactly right, Alina, right?
I'm sorry.
You have to have such a combination of like confidence and delusion, but like you want to keep that into your adulthood. Like you want to still feel. I can barely look at you. You kind of want to still have that like bit of delusion.
Yeah, you have to be delusional.
You do.
You have to be delusional to get anywhere in life. Otherwise, you're just going to be sadness.
It's like it
from
just
inside out.
Exactly. Like have a little bit of delusional confidence in yourself. Like us thinking we could twirl around on the bars. It's fun to think you could maybe, if your life was on the line, get from one bar to the other. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't say that I would score a 14.
No, maybe a 2.
Could I swing from one bar to the other?
Maybe.
If my life depended on it?
we could.
Maybe. Alex definitely could.
I don't know. Alex is way too long. I feel like he couldn't
Uneven
get
bars?
His legs
Fuck
would
no.
no. His legs would drag on the low bar, and he wouldn't be able to get to the
And
top.
then it would hit the top bar, and then I'd fall and hit my head.
It'd be so funny.
I'm
you know?
just picturing Alex as
funny.
like Tarzan.
Oh,
Oh,
same.
oh God,
Same.
I'd fall from so many trees. Speaking of,
Alex is so tall. Everyone, that's why. That'd be
Yeah, he's so tall, he doesn't fit in the room.
yeah,
He thinks
he's
those
a
hops,
big man in the corner.
the hops looks tiny.
That guy's not even getting air.
speaking of reality changing our delusions, Alina had a delusion become reality recently.
Oh,
Before we close out the
thank
episode,
you,
before we
thank
close out the
you.
episode, Alina
Okay,
needs
so
to
I
discuss
have a
this.
confession here. I played Magic the Gathering this past weekend. I won.
Whoa! Not only did you play, did you win? Wow!
I won
Jesus. Okay, so you
because of the Goblin King.
cool. Did you pull that card out?
Is
of the
that what
deck?
you call Noel?
No, I have to say, like,
You were talking tea. We were talking tea.
Yeah.
because it's Magic the Gathering.
like when Noel still talks about the game, like we played a joint game, and then I was like, okay, enough Magic, and then we watched the Olympics,
Real magic.
and then when I was listening to him play, I was like, yeah, me and my friends were like, oh God, that's like, sounds really nerdy over there. But we were just doing that.
So he was talking to himself aloud.
No,
while
he
playing?
was playing with other people.
Oh, okay,
and then
okay,
the
okay,
group
okay.
split off to
Yeah.
watch the Olympics. And it was like, oh, when they talk about it, it's kind of like, ooh. But then when I play, it's fine. It's fine. Delusional.
No, that was
Delusional.
Same thing. I would do the same thing.
Yeah, so I was on a team of 3, and I was given help. Like I don't know how people play that game. So like when you play the actual game, you have to like figure out strategies and like math and what the cards mean.
Wait,
and
you have to do math?
yeah, you have to do math and like and what the best move of attack is. And basically like we'd pull every card out and we'd be like, oh shit, this card is so good. And then we'd be like, wait, let's read it. Let's read what it does. Then you read what it does. And even when you read what it does, it's still kind of cryptic because it's kind of written in like House of the Dragon, Lord of the Rings.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
oh, okay. He's going to
Mystery.
unearth
The
blah, blah, blah.
treasure.
Yeah. No, that's too easy.
Oh.
I would get that.
Oh, okay.
So we kind of be like, I think this is what I'm going to use. And like, we'd like put it down. Oh, you have to tap and untap your cards.
Oh, totally. Just same as like gymnasts that have to do the.
Kind of. Yeah. Like when you want to play your land cards, you got to flip them sideways. And then when you want to play them, you got to be tapped. And when they're tapped, it means that you're also susceptible to attack.
Okay, wow.
Because like the floodgates are open.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can't untap them until your next turn.
Oh,
so you got
wow.
to choose wisely about
Okay.
what you're going to do.
Edge of my seat over here.
And yeah, I mean, we were told by the lovely players with us that, what our next move should be. So kind of like we got help to win.
Still.
We still pulled great cards. We got a lot of goblins
So it's
out.
a little bit like goldfish.
No.
Oh.
No. Nothing like goldfish.
I mean, go fish.
Nothing like go fish. There are cards involved and you do grab them, but there's no fishing.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, the one thing that was really funny was our deck of cards. Something that some of the cards had was haste. Yeah. And
Definitely don't want that.
you want it. You want it. You
Okay,
want it.
Okay.
And Spock was trying to explain, like, oh, well, you have haste, so you can do this, and that. And I'm like, he kept talking about haste
Like
the
it was
entire time we were playing.
Okay.
Like, you have haste. And I was like, what does haste mean?
And what does it mean?
Haste basically means, like, you have the ability right away.
Like it can be your turn now?
Like, you don't have to wait for this and that. You have the ability to unlock that anytime.
So it's kind of like the wild card. In
No.
Uno.
Haste is like, you don't have to wait for anybody. You can use it when you want it. You don't have to wait for the stipulations.
Got
of
it.
the cards. If you have
You can haste.
Yeah. Like if you have haste,
Yeah.
you can walk out the front door without locking the door.
Okay, because I'm going quickly.
Yeah. Like if
There's
normally
only one haste per game?
no, only our deck had haste.
Oh, it's per deck.
Yeah. Yeah, every deck is different.
You're kidding.
Every deck is different.
So how many decks you got?
I don't have any decks. I just play with whatever decks I'm given.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But we had haste.
So obviously that means
So
you're going to
that
win.
means we won.
I love
because we
it.
were able to pull out goblins because we had haste. Do you get it? We had haste.
Oh my god, the goblins will go so quickly with haste.
They would go quickly with haste.
Goblins have haste. They have movement. You put the goblin down. You put the goblin down quickly, and then you win magic.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes. And then one of our goblins got attacked.
Sick.
Oh my god, Alex is asleep.
Alex, we can do that to you, but you can't do it in reverse.
Yeah.
That's only works with us to you. That's the only situation.
One of our goblins was killed. He was attacked. And I just kept looking back at him and picking him up and going, I miss him. I miss him. You attacked him. I miss him. He did numbers for us.
Oh my god.
He did numbers for us and he was gone. He was in the round and then he was out.
Why don't you
He
play
was
him in a
gone.
different place?
I know.
You fucked it up. You
I
killed that
know.
goblin.
And I kept picking him up and Will was like, oh, he's dead. We need to move on.
Oh my god. Oh, you're still like grieving over a
I
goblin
was
one.
grieving.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I agree with you. If you lose a goblin
So,
like that, R.I.P. put him
Full
in the grave.
circle. I was delusional. I thought Magic the Gathering was nerdy. Then I became a nerd. I played it. I was into it. I was kind of like, well, I get the appeal. I get the appeal.
Listen, it's
But
fun to have.
think about strategizing on my own and doing math on my own to win
No,
also sounds kind of like scary.
no, super scary. Pad and paper, adding and dividing, long division. We know we don't know how to do long division. If
Yeah.
multiplying was involved, you got to be fucking
Oh,
kidding
there
me.
was multiplication.
Oh, no fucking way. I'm out. For those reasons, I'm out.
Yeah.
I think it's fun to have very strong opinions and then change my mind as quickly as I formed it. So, way to go.
Thank you.
It's like, let's be crazy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Because I do that. in
I do
life.
it too. That's why it's so fun to be wild and crazy about something that you're super passionate about and then change your mind the next day.
Yeah. As
Hello,
long as
we're
you,
humans.
As long as you're like, yeah, I ate my words.
Yeah, we'll eat them. I'll say it and then I'll eat them the next day. Or maybe
Yeah.
an hour later.
Yeah.
In 5 minutes, I'll change my mind. Who cares?
Exactly.
You tell me a different opinion, I get on board with that opinion.
You do.
So,
you do.
Really?
Yeah.
Love
You're
Magic the
jumping
Gathering.
ships all the time.
I go from one ship to the next. There's no stopping
Yeah.
me, baby.
yeah.
Like LeBron James is the best basketball player of all time.
Too far.
Is he known to be that?
Yeah.
Some people argue that. Yeah.
Yeah, some people like to argue that.
I would do Latrix on it for sure.
What?
I would do Latrix on it.
What?
I would, never mind.
So you guys are having a conversation now, and I'm going to see my
It
way out
seemed
of
like
it.
universally like
We weren't a part of that?
It's
like
like
no, I mean I got it.
Oh,
Yeah,
you got it.
yeah.
Okay, again.
yeah,
I'm
his
gonna
name is
remove myself.
LeBron.
LeBron, so I would do Latrix on it.
I still don't get it. No.
Okay. I think we should go to the bonus.
Okay. We're not going to talk about
Oh,
any
you
lit-
guys are fighting. Ooh, you
I
guys
feel like
are mad.
so much of, mostly all my topics are going to be in the bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
There's a lot still to go over.
All right. We'll see you there at patreon.com/AWSF pod. Are we still talking? 45 more minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, bye. Bye.